Hi, AP CSP students. Let's talk about how we might get started on building this app. It's a random forecaster for what's the weather tomorrow in. So that tomorrow is going to be important. We're getting this from the data tab. There's a table already pulled in called daily weather. So let's open it so we can see what's in it. We have things like the state, the city. Well, city seems like it's going to be important. The forecast number here is important because we want the forecast for tomorrow. And I'm recording this on January 7th. So 1 means it's today. And if I want the forecast for tomorrow, I only care about the forecast number for 2. When the forecast number is 2, I want this information that's going to fill in here. So you can see it goes till Sunday. So it goes several days into the future, but the only one we care about is tomorrow. And then in terms of things we're going to want the high temperature tomorrow, which looks like, I think if I go over, am I able to go over? There's more in this table than I can scroll through right now. But this is what we're pulling from. So I know in the code, I need to have several lists. And let's make a few together. So definitely that forecast number is going to be important. Forecast number. So the forecast number list, and I'm going to get that from the data. From the drop down here, the only table, right, is the daily weather table. And then let's choose the forecast number. So I'm going to need this list. There's going to be many lists. Let's add another. Let's add the city list. City list. And again, I'm going to get that from the data of daily weather. And then choose the city. Let's add one more, and then you can add the rest on your own. Let's add the high temperature list. So the high temperature for tomorrow is what I'm looking for. Again, this is in daily weather. The high temperature, there it is. Okay, so I've got these 3 lists that will grab all the information from the table. I know that ultimately I don't want all, I only want for tomorrow. So I am also going to add a filtered, let's see, city list that only lists the information for tomorrow. And right now, this is going to be an empty list. I'm going to want to do the same for the high temperatures. So filtered high temp list. And I want to set this up to be a list, so I'll put those brackets in there. If I want, let me just go into show text. I'm just going to add some space here. So these are my filtered lists. Those are all the information. This will be my filtered. That's empty right now. And let's go back to blocks because I'm going to organize this as a function that's going to filter the list. I like spaces, so let's go like that. And this function is I'm going to call it filter because it's going to filter the list. And I'll call it up here, filter. Okay, so let's go through. And when I filter the list, what I'm doing is I'm looking through and only adding to my filtered lists if the forecast number was 2, if it's about tomorrow. I know I'm going to need a loop. And I'm going to go, all of this is going to be based on the forecast number list. Let me copy this, put it here. So for the length of this list, we're going to check if the forecast number at that element is 2. Forecast number list at position I, if that is equal to 2, if that's tomorrow, then I want to append information to my filtered lists. So that is add on. Here's append. So I have my filtered city list. And what I'd want to add to there is my original city. So it's called city list at I. And then let me add on, I would also want to append to filtered high temp list. What did I call? High temp list. High temp list at I. Okay. And now this code is hard to test as we're building it. Like I don't have errors in it, but it's hard to know if it's getting the right information. Because even if I just press run, there's nothing to show. I guess I could put in here like filtered city list. Make sure it's not blank. Yeah, well, you know what? I like that it doesn't repeat the cities more than once, right? We saw the table Anchorage had the weather, a row for the weather for the next 5 days, 5 total days. And here it only appears once. So I only pulled it once. So this is looking good. I'm going to pause this part 1 here and then talk about displaying in the next video.